I want to welcome you back to Black Site, and tonight we're going to talk about the Congressional Black Caucus does not represent the black community. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. The Congressional Black Caucus represents everybody except the black community. You have just seen it this following week when they have went on the floor and talked about the Israeli-Palestinian issue that virtually has nothing to do with everyday life in black America. The Congressional Black Caucus speak for everybody, every other group, the Asians, the Indians, the Hispanics, but you rarely see them stand up for the black community. They're even down there crying at the border, trying to get amnesty for 22 illegal aliens, but also they are for open borders, which will destroy the political power of the black community and will destroy the political strength that is held by black people in major cities. That's where most of the illegal immigrants go, and that's where they will future hold power. This Congressional Black Caucus is a danger to our community, because if you don't represent the people who put you in power, that means that you're not bringing resources back to the community. They stand strong for the LGBTQ community. They stood strong for the Indian community during the American Rescue Plan, in which Native Americans received $32 billion in financial aid from the federal government. And isn't it that the Native Americans have their own land and their own government? So why are we giving them so much money? But there was virtually nothing allocated to the black community by itself, because the Congressional Black Caucus is like so many other political organizations within the Democrat Party, which is represented by black people. We ask for nothing, so we receive nothing. To see them fight for an Asian hate crime bill, which you know was basically used to go after black men in the inner city and cover the Asian community. The Asian community will now be charging every black man and every black female who happen to get in an argument with them with a hate crime. Isn't that another way to fill up the prison industrial complex? These people that we have in Congress don't even know when they're being tricked by the people that's supposed to be in their same party. You see Ayanna Pressley, Cori Bush, so many of these young Congressional Black Caucus members standing up and speaking for everybody except us, trying to connect our pain and our suffering for 400 years with everybody. The Hispanics at the border, the Palestinians who are at war with Israel, and they're not at war with Israel. They are a proxy of Iran. But what have they done for us? They hoop and holler about police brutality, but they haven't delivered on that. We asked them to stand strong against reparations, but all they can do is get us a commission who gonna sit around for a year and a half and talk until the Democrats lose Congress in 2022 to the Republicans, so you know that reparations is dead. And the next thing they'll be telling you, We have to get ready for the 2024 election, so you shouldn't ask for nothing else. See, you see how the games are played on us? Easily tricked, easily fooled, easily laughed at. The Asians who voted overwhelmingly, over 50% for President Trump, didn't even have to ask for anything. They received the Asian hate crime bill plus $50 million and much more in gratuities from Joe Biden. The Native Americans voted for President Trump, over 50%, and they received the $32.6 billion from the federal government. There was no commission. There was no study. Because these members of the CBC are Democrats before they're black. And the Hispanic caucus are Hispanic before they're Democrat or Republican. They have delivered on nothing but mouth, screaming at a TV screen on MSNBC or on YouTube. But what have they delivered to the black community? But they have delivered gifts to every community. And they go home and tell people that like it's a badge of honor. But when they talk to us, we working on it. We'll get it. It's like we got crumbs Clyburn. When asked, what do you want from your vote since you saved Joe Biden's campaign and that you helped Joe Biden get him? He was scared to ask for something. When every other group asked for something and they didn't even vote for Joe Biden and receive something. These members have to be replaced. If not replaced, they have to be severely treated as though they're the enemies of the state. Enough is enough, man. I don't see how you think these people represent us. They're all doing the Obama playbook. You could talk about everybody else, but you bet not help those black people. So here we are, suffering in inner cities all across America, no dollars coming in. But we see $60 million a day going to the Hispanics at the border. They're not even illegal citizens. We see money being sent over to Palestine, but how much money is being sent to Baltimore, Detroit, Chicago, Atlanta, Houston, Memphis, Jacksonville? Virtually nothing for the inner cities. These people are not working for us. They're working for the Democrat Party, and they're working for the enemy. The Congressional Black Caucus no longer represents the black community. And we must deal with this, because the only thing we have right now is that we can see by what they're doing in Congress. We have seen what they have done in the past, and the results have been terrible for the black community. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site. I hope you subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, and share this video.